Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a live streaming today, so you will not see any subtitle on my video. I'll be doing these live videos more often. Now, I want to share with you some very important development that is taking place right now. So the main topic would be about Iran shutting its airspace. They're now going to China for some new weapon. This indicates to me that Iran is preparing an attack from Israel. They're getting ready, and I will share with you about the air defense system they have in place later in the video as well. But first, take a look at this report. These images that you're seeing right now on the screen, these images are from the Mossad building that were hit by Iranian missiles in the 12-day war. And what they're reporting now, because we did not know all of these details before, but right now it says that the Iranian military targeted the renowned Israeli military affiliated Weizmann Institute of Science on June 15th in operation to Israel's Operation Rising Lion on June 13th. The Weizmann Institute, known for its close ties to the Israeli military-industrial complex, now lies devastated and inoperable. This was one of the, I would say, successes that they had, Iran, with their ballistic missile that they launched against Israel. They have targeted Mossad headquarters, but this Weizmann Institute that they have targeted and being successful in that was one of the headlines for Iranian ballistic missile attack on Israel. Not only this, Iran has successfully destroyed a lot of the military establishments, including the air bases. We also know about Haifa, how it also came under attack. Haifa port was set on fire by the Iranian ballistic missile, and that cost Israeli economy a huge loss, because Haifa, as we know, is an important port. And in addition to that, Iran has also targeted many other important locations of the Zionist regime. We also have mentioned to you guys when the war between Hezbollah and Israel broke out. Hezbollah, they were able to hit Nevatim Air Base. If you do not remember, I shared those videos and pictures with you guys. Nevatim Air Base is where F-35 was stationed for the Zionist regime, and Scott Reeder and many other analysts, they have pointed out that at least 35 point of attack or impact point was spotted through satellite. So Israel was taking hit, in other words, for a very long time. Anytime they go to war with Hezbollah or with Iran at this time. Now, we do have a new report about the Iranian nuclear sites damage. Pentagon, this is what they're saying. Take a listen.
All right, the Pentagon announcing a brand new detail on the damage that has been done in Iran's nuclear program after the historic strikes targeting their facilities last week.
Our assessment of the battle damage around Fordow, Nantes, and Isfahan remains unchanged.
Assessments by this department think it's been degraded or delayed by 1 to 2 years?
I think we're thinking probably closer to 2 years. We believe that Iran's nuclear capability has been severely degraded, perhaps even their ambition to build a bomb.
Yeah, former Secretary of State for George W. Bush and former...
I cannot believe what I just heard from Fox News. Sorry, this is actually coming from Pentagon. They are now saying what Donald Trump did not want them to say. Donald Trump wanted them to establish and peddle this narrative that Iranian nuclear sites are completely obliterated and they will never ever even think about getting a bomb. And now you have Pentagon, obviously they're independent of the Trump administration, of the US government. They're doing their own assessment and they're making their own statements that is completely in contradiction to what Donald Trump said. Remember, this is going to be a huge PR disaster, PR failure for Trump administration, especially for Trump himself, because this guy loves to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. But Pentagon coming out and saying that they were not obliterated, these nuclear sites, rather it has degraded Iran's capabilities. is something that will not sit well with Washington, especially with Donald Trump. He's freaking out at the moment. Let's talk about the airspace shutdown. What is coming on the news right now is basically Iran has once again closed its central and western airspace to international flights, citing security concerns amid speculation that Israel may breach the ceasefire. And we have seen all of these videos and pictures coming from Iran and also from Israel to show how tense the moment is right now, the situation is right now. While eastern airspace remains open, major airports in Tehran and other regions continue to face flight cancellations. The closure follows recent tensions after a brief war with Israel, during which both sides exchanged missile strikes. Iran warns any renewed aggression will trigger an even harsher response, keeping regional aviation on high alert. When we talk about the impact on the Iranian civilians and their infrastructure during the 12-day war, we have to keep this thing very, very clear, and that is that we need to find out what exactly happened inside of Iran. So we have an eyewitness. The other day I was listening to this particular video and this testimony of this eyewitness person, and he basically said that Iran was able to, for the most part, destroy those missiles or bombs or fighter jets through its air defense system. Whether they were using S-300 or S-400, we do not know, but the loud bang that was heard over Tehran was the noise coming from Iranian interceptors intercepting those attacks from Israel. And therefore, when I was hearing this, I was like, Iran's airspace, Iran's air defense system is just as good as anybody can imagine. Then they were not at the mercy of Israelis, that they will just come and bomb them and just leave. They faced a lot of setbacks and challenges, the Zionist entity, when they came to target Iran and its cities and its people. Now, Iran, right now, there is this new report. They are now going to China for 4+ generation warplanes. Iran to Chinese J-10C. Iran to buy Vigorous Dragon. Iran to buy fighter jets from China. So these are all coming in the news that China is going to be heavily involved, and they are already with Iran helping its military with the J-10C fighter jet. And this is, I believe, is the same type of fighter jet that Pakistan got from China when they were countering Indian aggression against their country, and they gave a very good response to the Indian Air Force. I would say it was something that was very, very shocking to the Indian Air Force when they saw what this aircraft is capable of doing. Unbelievable stuff from China, and with that, we know that Pentagon right now, they're in panic because Iran is buying these Chinese jets, Su-35, and this is Su-35 is actually a old version according to Iran. They're now going to China to get the J-10C. So Su-35 is Russian fighter jet.
What are you concerned about the Iran and China military cooperation?
Well, obviously, we're watching that. We're very concerned about that.
Tehran is rearming at speed. In a stunning military pivot, Iran has signed a deal with China for 36 advanced J-10C fighter jets. And that's just the first wave. The long-term objective? A full fleet of 150 Chinese warbirds to rebuild Iran's air force from the ground up. This isn't just about replacing rusty jets, it's about preparing for the next war. After its clash with Israel exposed critical air defense gaps, Iran is done waiting.
Iran is done waiting. The aircraft they have, Iran the aircraft they have in order to chase away Israeli aircrafts, for example F-35. The one that Iran has right now, they are obsolete pretty much. They are very old. Iran bought them from United States. I believe it is the F-15 fighter jet, very old model they have right now. And we have seen how those were used, or the prototype of this kind of fighter jets were used as a decoy for the Israeli forces to target and really bomb them without knowing that they were just wasting their ammunition. Right now, Iran is going to get this J-10C from China. Next time Israel attacks, Iran is not going to be using those old version of those fighter jets. Rather, they will be using this modern, advanced technological fighter jets from China. And trust me, this is going to change the game to a great extent when it comes to air power and air superiority between Iran and Israel. Something very, very interesting happening at the moment. Again, I'll be doing these live videos more often. Leave a comment in the comment section below, guys. Thank you for joining. See you